And welcome back. I'm the Doc Bob Lee from 107.5 WBLS. You are watching Open. Thank you so much for joining us. Our last guest is an entrepreneur and financial strategist with over 30 years of experience in business and finance, and he joins us to speak about how he is saving people's financial lives one day at a time. And that's a beautiful thing. Please welcome to the show the financial guru, Ricardo Bentham. Welcome,
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank
Pleasure.
you. We were talking off camera, and
Right.
you were sharing some very, very important pieces. And people need to know because people feel that they are losing a lot of money in certain ways.
Okay.
But there are wonderful people like you that says, wait a minute, let's put the brakes on that because you don't have to lose that kind of money.
Absolutely. So one of the things we were speaking about is how you pay less taxes on your bottom line after you on a 1099 or you are an entrepreneur and you're doing this gig work. There's something called self-employment taxes that eats up most of your bottom line, that causes huge tax liability. To avoid that liability, one of the better things to do would be to defer that net profit. You can put away up to $37,000 of your net profit until senior citizen age or retirement age, 59 and a half, withdraw it at 73.
In an IRA?
In an IRA, a Roth IRA particularly, because you're putting it in there after taxes. So when you take it, you don't want any consequences that goes along with it. And the Roth IRA protects you on that level.
Right.
And then for those that work, that's on the W-2, you can put away about up to $7,000 a year in your deferred compensation that will help you to build that nest egg every year, as long as you're working and continue working and continue to put away in that 401k. That's called deferred compensation.
Yeah. See, a lot of people out there with the jobs and everything and starting their careers, they don't know about this yet.
Absolutely.
And they need people like you so they can find out.
Well, they can.
And that's what we're doing, right?
I'm here to bring it to them because I've been doing taxes for the last 32 years, and it's amazing how I started. I used to be on Wall Street every day, getting a job and doing, end-to-end pushing pencils and different things like that. But eventually, I was able to leave Wall Street and do my own entrepreneurship. I left in '92, and it's been 33 years since that I've been on my own doing my business.
This sounds like it should be a book, Saving Financial Lives One Day at a Time.
It's possible. It's possible. It's real. It's
real.
Yes. It can be, it's just the knowledge that we are lacking is by design. Like we master civil rights, human rights, equality, mayor, president, and everything. But where you don't see us is in that boardroom at the finances, in the big boardroom. We are not CEOs of Fortune 100 or even Fortune 500 for that matter. So we want to be able to penetrate that in the next level of accomplishments.
Yeah. What are some of the biggest challenges that people face as in our community in trying to save money and navigate this this whole thing of trying to save for retirement?
The biggest challenge we have right now is being underpaid. Because don't care how many liabilities you have, don't care how much tax liabilities or rent or anything like that. If you're not making enough, you're going to be short. You're going to be stressed. The check is going to be short, paycheck to paycheck. What you can do is to learn how to earn by developing a skill.
Learn how to earn.
Absolutely. Don't take it like you go to school to get a degree. No, that's not what you go to school for. You go to capitalize on that degree. The capital is the earning of the power that behind you. So you always have to. Another thing, they don't know what to ask for. Let's say you're living on a budget of $50,000 a year and you're pinching it and making it. What to do is to freeze that budget and then get a complimentary job that is going to pay you almost 25% of that 50. So now you're looking at 75. At that level, you're able to breathe.
Yeah.
And you can't say that the money is not there. Like your employer might be giving you 50, but I'm sure he can give you 75.
Yeah.
But what the thing about it is that we are timid to ask for a raise. We're timid to ask for why I don't deserve that extra money. You know what I'm saying? Because you're busy worrying about, okay, I'm gonna hold on to this job. So the job might be the only thing that you have, but you have to. Right now, employees are the commodity. We the employees that makes the corporations now making them think twice because of the pandemic. You know, there's a shortage of work. People don't want to go to work anymore. They don't want to, you know, there's a shortage. So when there's a shortage, you have to capitalize on that. Knock on the employer door like, listen, I'm short. I need a better job. I need more money, you know, but start with where you are first before you look outside.
Yeah. The leveraging has to be correct. You know, if you're making this and you're spending this, or your budget is way up here, then it's not working.
Absolutely, because the budget is short.
Yeah.
So you live under that pressure. But think about earning. Think about bringing in. If you can't think about cutting your monthly bills. No, they're constant. So the only thing to offset that is to increase yourself.
How about streams of income? I was talking to Percy Sutton years ago.
Great man.
And he was talking about people think I'm a master of all things. What is
a jack of all trades and a master.
People think I'm a jack of all trades and a master. I said, well, why, sir? He says, well, because I keep about 8 jobs.
Absolutely.
He says, if 1 or 2, or businesses, he said, I keep about 8 businesses. He said, if 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 fail, I'm still in business.
Right.
And basically, he was talking about streams of income.
Right. That's what I would call the byproduct of your skill. Let's say a basketball player. LeBron's a basketball player. How many streams of income does he have? He got advertising, he got endorsements, he got appearances. All of those are different streams of income. It happens to the local person too. You don't have to necessarily be on that level, but think about how I can take whatever skills that I like. First, think about your passion. Think about things that you like to do without an obligation, which is a free will spirit.
Yeah.
Take your free will spirit and make that free will spirit an income producing activity or endeavor.
Yeah.
I guarantee you'll find yourself. Even the brother that you just had on the last show, Brother Neil. Yeah. He left the basketball to go to what? His passion. His passion was what? A hobby. But the hobby is doing what? Paying the beautiful art that it's producing. Yeah. It just happens to how you use your identity, use your individual talents to say how I can get more revenue out of my life.
Now, Ricardo, you're on tour, you're going around to different places, and you're saving financial lives one day at a time. Tell us how we're doing that.
I'm encouraging people basically do about 5 things. One of the greatest things is to pay yourself first. So if you pay yourself first, you would build a nest egg. You can take that nest egg then and use that as a seed money to do greater things.
Paying everybody else, why not pay yourself too?
First, and it's got to be a commitment. And the commitment
Act like you're a bill.
And leave it. Commit to it. Be disciplined with it. You know what I'm saying? And what that looks like, let's say you're making $1,000 a week. Not the gross, the net. Take the net and put away that $100 and make that a practice. And when you start to see that your $100 now look like $2,000, it incentivizes you to do better and to stick to that moment. Another way to do that is leverage yourself. Learn how to leverage yourself. We don't buy a house cash. That's you take a mortgage. That's you leverage yourself on a greater asset. So you take income. Your income is your job. You're making a 75 to 100 on paper. Now you have a house for $500,000. Now that's your greatest asset. Every time you pay your mortgage, you're putting money in the bank because there's something called principal and interest. The interest goes out the window. The principal is yours. So when you double up on your principal, your equity grows faster. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? So you want to leverage yourself on the mortgage. A car, like you, nice man, like you should have a brand new car with, everything working and different things like that. But you know what I'm saying? You get yourself. You put yourself on that committed level. Education. Don't live into, I'm not going to school because I don't want a student loan. A lot of millennials are saying that now, I don't need education anymore. It's not true. You have to leverage that education for what? For a better paying job or a better management skill. Yeah. Because you don't go to school to get a job. You go to school to learn. Yeah. So that learning equates to earning. So when you level yourself with education, it's the greatest way to get yourself above the rest. Because when you're sitting in the room and there are people there and they ask you, like, anybody in the room is a doctor, you'd be the first to raise your hand. Anybody an accountant, you'd be the first to raise your hand.
Yeah,
But if you're like, nobody has a college, simple. Anybody have a college degree? No. No, so these are things that helps build the character in the individual that goes beyond themselves. It goes to the community.
The heart of tax season is right around the corner.
That's my bread and butter.
That's your bread and butter. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, here it is again. I thought we just got out of this.
I love it.
So, and people are kind of, you know, they're afraid when tax season comes. But they shouldn't be afraid because if they did the right thing.
If they're afraid, call me. I relieve that anxiety. I promise you. If you have problems, call me. If you think you're not getting fair share, call me. Call me at 718-740-9797.
Yeah.
I'm an H&R Block franchise owner. That's not my only stream of income. I use money as I get money in the sense that it draws me because I create that energy for wealth and for money. And it comes, you see. So when you get problems in this tax season, it's simple as think about, right now we work on taxes behind the year. We're working on 24, but we're in 25. So you answer yourself, what can I do? You have up until April 15th to defer compensation, to put something in the RIA, to put something away that would help reduce that tax liability.
So you can still work in 2025 to help out your taxes in 2024.
2024, yeah.
And you got until April, you said?
You have up to April 15, and get your ducks lined up early. Don't wait till April then to rush in there for the guy to do magic. Magic don't work. What you have to do is to make sure that see him first, let him digest your information, and then make recommendations that would reduce that liability.
So you not only do taxes, but you help people. You give them information on what they can do to help themselves.
I do a lot of tax planning, and I study for it. I study every year to make sure that I'm well versed on the taxes. That's every year tax law changes. So
that's good to know. You got to come back here a couple more times because tax season is right around the corner. Like
yes, sir. I'd be glad to have you.
Where can we go to get more information?
Well, you can find me on Farmers Boulevard at 11335 Farmers Boulevard. I have a business called Teletax Advisors. It's in block location, but it is tax resolutions. I'm not looking for taxes on the retail level, the small W-2 or the job. I'm looking for the complexities of tax returns, and that's what Teletax Advisors is about to do. We solve people with back taxes, garnishment, non-compliance, anything.
You do my cousin's taxes?
I saved that brother so many times. When I first, actually, I met him almost 30 years ago, and he had a huge tax bill, over $100,000.
Yeah.
And he went to the CPA, and of course, he used to work for the industry in marketing and AR for Sony and different things like that. And he had this huge problem, and I took the paperwork, and
you straightened him out.
To this day, he's still
I got 30 seconds. Do you have a website where people can go to find out more? And
you can find me on the gram at Teletax Advisors LLC. Or you can find me at teletaxadvisorsllc.com.
Beautiful.
Or you can also find me at H&R Block as one of your premier tax franchise owners.
There you go. All right.
Also prepare. I'm the only black man in Queens that owns an H&R Block franchise. And it was granted.
Financial guru, Ricardo Bentham. Welcome.
And
Thank you for coming.
Pleasure.
And you got to come back again because tax season is right around the corner.
Yes, thank you, Bob.